job market still a little bit challenging, but you may take advantage of some employment opportunities that are uniquely for this season. Tracy wilen-daugenti of Polo Research Institute breaks down some of those unique winter job openings for us. All right, Tracy, more job opportunities. You're starting to look like opportunity, which is very pleasant. When people see you on the show, I guess, they're always thinking, wow, employment. Thank you so much for, lending a hand, helping a lot of people look for jobs, whether temporary or permanent jobs. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Janelle.
All right, we're getting into the new year, New Year's jobs. There are unique jobs for the new year, which surprises me. The first one is taxi and limo driver.
That's right. Think about New Year's Eve and think about
the parties.
That's right. And in fact, there were some ads. I was looking in the LA Times and on the site this morning looking for people who would nanny sit for 1 or 2 days to cover the New Year's parties. The limo drivers, Uber, for example, is on-demand limo. So if you have your own car, you can join them. Or if you have a commercial license, they're looking for taxi drivers and drivers. There's a lot of opportunity there.
That's very interesting. What about pet sitter and walker? You need that too for the new year?
Absolutely. And people actually can make careers out of pet sitting, right? Pet sitting, pet grooming. But people need someone to take care of their pets when they go away. Some people bring it with them, but not all hotels are pet friendly. So they are looking for people. And another one that came up was a travel nurse.
Okay.
There were a lot of ads online this morning talking about how couples want travel nurses to join them and their kids.
Why do you think that is? Just for safety?
I think it's for safety. I think it's for medical reasons. It could be kids. It could be elder care. Someone on the trip might have some needs. But it's a very interesting area. I also saw ads for night nurses. So I think there's an expectation of demand after parties or what have you, or events, and so there was a lot of demand for RNs who would work the night shift.
And so many people, like so many Filipinos, are in that industry. Where can we get that? Do we just Google it online, or?
You know, that's the fastest and the easiest, and I would recommend, and then you'll see the sites, and then you'll get used to, and I would check them for favorites so that you can go back to them.
This is something that intrigues me. Seasonal equipment operator, or labor for the new,
Yes. Okay. Mammoth, Bear, anywhere you have ski resorts, if that's snowing, you're going to need people to operate the machines, snow blowers. Also, obviously, at the ski resorts, equipment operators.
And of course, obviously, this is common sense. Catering, support staff, servers, cooks, because of all the New Year's Eve parties.
That's right. And here, specific in the Los Angeles area, I do notice that there's a lot of gophers and assistants that help put together baskets and take care of people here, maybe more so in other areas of the country. So I saw a lot of ads for personal assistants.
Okay, around the season.
Around the season, right, and then for people traveling, because as soon as you're done with January, you move into resort season, and a lot of people and families take even more holidays to warm areas and like to travel with assistants.
And looking beyond New Year's, of course, tutors to help students prepare for SAT, ACT.
You got it. So there's opportunity if you have the background and the education to be able to help people with math and English tutoring for SATs and ACTs. It's great. At the same time, think it's tax season.
Oh, yes.
Right? All the W-2s are back, so you need accountants. So, H&R Block or many of the, Robert Half is another accounting staff firm.
Is it better, if you're a tutor or if you're a tax preparer or you can't help, is it better to advertise your service or actually go online and look for openings and apply?
You know, Janelle, I believe in doing everything, right? It's a tough job market out there. Let's face it, California is still hovering around 10%. Use every means. Talk to people, network, look at the job sites, more than one. Show up if there's an H&R Block near you, and really use all your resources.
And of course, Tracy, this is a case-by-case basis, but a lot of people are saying, it's a temporary job, but what advice would you give them for those who want to make these temporary jobs, turn them into more permanent opportunities?
Absolutely. January and February actually are the peak hiring months because firms now have their budgets. So this is the best time to get your resume out there. if you're in a job, let them know that you want this to be permanent. And if they don't have any opportunity, do they know someone? It's very important for you to, if you're employed, stay employed and keep expanding. Portfolio careers are something that people do a lot more today, where you might have a morning job, an afternoon job, and a night job, and one of them will become permanent.
And I like what you said, you know, ask, because sometimes it's just a matter of communicating.
It is, and getting references and having people comment on your LinkedIn, set up a LinkedIn profile, and really get the word out there.
And you know what, just to add, I was listening to the radio one time I was driving, and they were talking about references and resumes. We don't know, but references, put a lot of thought into that, and make sure that your references are real, because believe it or not, I hear that some people just put bogus names. And then call the person first if you're going to use them as your reference, so you can kind of brief them as to what will be asked of them, right?
Oh, absolutely. A reference can make or break a hire, so you pick them well. Don't just pick your friends and family. Pick people who really know you and can vouch for your skill sets, both good and bad, but hiring managers absolutely do call references.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I have a feeling we'll be seeing each other again more often in the next year, 2013.
I hope so.
Yeah, but for now, happy holidays.
Thank you. You
Happy
too.
New Year.
You too.